Good evening. Today we are in the final topic of the first chapter of political science of for class 10th, and the topic is why power sharing is desirable, यानी कि power sharing की ज़रूरत क्यों है और power sharing हमारे लिए क्यों important है. Actually, there are two reasons given in our book. First is what we call is prudential reason, and second is moral reason. Prudential reason, it is written in the glossary. You can see it in the left side below on your textbook. It is written based on prudence or on careful calculation of gains or losses. It means these are the reasons which our government has done because they think that by doing this they can gain something. I'm reading in the third line, so it is written, I'm reading prudential reason. Power sharing is good because it helps to reduce the possibility of conflict between social group. If we divide our power in the social group, it will gain us because they will not conflict between themselves. And second point is power sharing is good way to ensure the stability of political. It will stable our political order because by giving the power sharing, it will stable our political order. Each and every community has been given some task and given some helps also. Second reason is moral reason. Moral means in these reason which we are not going for any you can say calculation, prudence or gains or losses. The first point is in the right hand side, third line. Power sharing is the very spirit of democracy. If any country is a democratic country, so that country has to divide its powers to become a democratic country. And second point is people have a right to consultate on how they were to be governed. It means elections and all these things comes under this reason, that is moral reason. If any country has been opt for becoming a democratic country, so it is, yeah, you can say it should share its power. So in the last paragraph, right hand side, it is written, let us call the first set of reason which we done first is prudential reason and second is moral reason. While prudential reason states that power sharing will bring out better outcomes, moral reason emphasizes the very act of power sharing as valuable. पहले रीजंस इसलिए ज़रूरी हैं क्योंकि हमको पावर शेयरिंग करनी है और पावर शेयरिंग करने से हमको काफ़ी फ़ायदा होता है और यू कैन से इट विल रिजॉल्व the conflict between social group and it is a good way to ensure the stability of political order. Whereas in the second moral reason, it is a very spirit of democracy. If we opt for democracy, we should go for power sharing. And second is people have a right to consultate on how they were to be governed. हमको हमारे ऊपर कौन रूल करेगा, कैसे रूल करेगा, कितने समय तक रूल करेगा, वो सब हम ही तय करेंगे. In the next page, there are 4 types of power sharing. This is the last topic of this first chapter. In the next video I will give you some questions of these videos of this chapter. So in our book it is written the power sharing is of 4 types. First is power sharing. Power is shared among different organ of government. This which we will called is as horizontal distribution. As we all know that horizontal line is this is vertical. So in the horizontal, as we have discussed in earlier classes also, that legislative, executive and judiciary, these all 3 branches is called horizontal power sharing. In this कोई किसी से बड़ा नहीं है, all will check the work of another, so it is also called the check and balance. In the 4th or 5th line, because it allows different organ of government placed at the same level means all the things, all the legislative, executive and judiciary are in the same level, so we called it at a horizontal power sharing because they are checking the work of another also. So this system is also called the check and balance. It is written in the last line also. And the second level is government at different level. This is called vertical power sharing, in which one is above the other, so it is called horizontal. General government for the entire country and government at the provincial or so central government, state government, local government. There are many countries where there are no provincial or state government. This is called the federal division of power. The same principle can be extended to level of government lower than the state government. Like in our country, we are having a local government. So this is called the vertical power sharing. Third is In the last topic we have discussed about accommodation in Belgium. So in that we have already talked about the community government. This is what we called power may be also be shared among different social groups. This is called community government, such as the religious and linguistic group. Community government in Belgium is a good example of this arrangement. In some countries, there are constitutional arrangement where well socially weaker section and women are represented in the legislature and administration. So this is called the third type. In the last year also we have discussed about reserved constituencies, in which जो हमने third chapter fourth chapter I think in the ninth class we have read about this. तो in that the reserved constituency कुछ seats तो reserve होती हैं, that comes under this among powers be also be shared among different social group. And the fourth type is power sharing arrangement can also be seen the way political parties, pressure group and movements like the coalition government, you can say. It is written in contemporary democracy, this takes the form of competition among different parties. Such competition ensures that power does not remain in one hand. So in the coalition government, power is divided into two or more than two parties. So this comes under the fourth part. So hereby we have just finished this chapter. Tomorrow I will give you some questions. Tomorrow's video will be short and I will give you some important questions which often comes in board exams from this chapter. Thank you.